I don't know if you've seen it. It's a prank. The mother and the daughter, or the mother and the son play a prank on their dad. The daughter tells the mom, and you just see the dad all of a sudden. What did you say? It's a prank. It's a prank. It's a prank. That's the fear. You don't talk to mom like that. Pretty wild. I can see how the dad and you can react when it's a prank. By the way, here's what I want you to think about. What challenge do we face in America today? Economy, gas prices, inflation, Ukraine, Russia. After you run through it, I'm willing to tell you maybe the number one biggest problem we have in America today is fatherlessness, because our boys are being raised without order, without responsibility, without challenge, and moms can do to their best of ability. But there's nothing like a father to be there to say you cannot cross the line. That fear needed in a young boy's life is super necessary, as well as the girl. The other day my wife was reading a book called Raising Up Girls, and she keeps sending screenshots. Man, look at the role a father plays in a girl. It's not just one. Go look at the role you play. They look at the role you have to play. I know that's why I recommend it. The book here. What's the point here? I'm going to share you some stats about fatherlessness and 5 things fathers can do when raising future leaders of America. Give value out of this video, give it a thumbs up and subscribe to the channel. Just in the last week, when I think about myself, I've said this many times, I give way too much credit on being a father. My dad taught me a lot of this stuff on how to be a father, and I got immersed and realizing how he raised a leader. I want to be able to duplicate that. So this past week was my daughter's birthday. She turned 8 years old. She was 2 years old. I was taking her on a date night on her birthday. We go out. I opened the door, and then this year was interesting. We had a serious conversation, and it's just her and I, and we started talking about boys. And she got a little bit uncomfortable, but I talked about her with boys. I said, babe, you're beautiful. You're sweet. You're nice. You're kind. You care. And all of those qualities are qualities that men are attracted to. Well, you got to value yourself. You know why I treat you this way? Why? Because one day I want you to have that as a standard on how a man should treat you. And it's like, that makes sense. And then we start talking boyfriends. I said, you think I'm worried if you're going to have a boyfriend one day? Yes, I'm not. Babe, I want you to be happy. I want you to have that life. But I want you to respect yourself. I want you to respect your standards. And I want them to realize how lucky they are to be with somebody like you. So that makes sense. So opening up the relationship and the conversation, we have that. Yesterday's Memorial Day. Kids are waking up. We have this party. We have 100+ people at the house. I'm seeing them in the back already going on the slide. In the morning, this was such an awesome moment. Sarah comes upstairs at 7:30. Dad, you won't believe what just happened. You will not believe what just happened. What happened, babe? Do you know what Dylan just did for me? What did Dylan do for you? Dylan woke up early, Daddy, and he made breakfast for me. He made French toast with syrup and blueberries and raspberries, and he made breakfast and brought it to me. I said, how good was it? Daddy, it was a 10. It was awesome. Dylan standing there proud to be an older brother, taking care of his sister, and then boom, they go to the slide. And it's Memorial Day. I'm trying to get these guys to realize that Memorial Day is all about, because it's my job to pass the baton to them. Just like when I joined the Army, the sergeants and drill sergeants taught me what Memorial Day really meant. So what do? I say, guys, pack your bags. We're going to go on a special trip. I even took my 2-year-old Brooklyn with me. What do? I found a local Memorial Cemetery. We go to Fort Lauderdale Memorial Cemetery, and we're there. I sit him down, I say, here's what we're going to do. We went to Publix, we bought a few hundred flowers, okay? It's like 25, 26 of these different flowers to put, and I sat him down and I said, all these people, the reason why you can play iPad, the reason why you can go play outside of your state, the reason why we can do it, the reason why your dad can run a business, the reason why you can watch YouTube is because some people fought for our freedom, and this place is all about people that serve, so you and I can be free. I want you to take one of these flowers, go to one of the plots, pray over the family, then put the flowers down and go to the next one and the next one and the next one, and I'm going to leave. So you see this. God, I saw my son Dylan sitting like this praying. Sitting like this praying. He goes walking out. He's got his own side. Brooklyn's just putting flowers. She's just happy to put flowers, and she's just saying amen. That's her prayer. Right? She's going out doing her thing. But they're realizing how awesome this country is. Then, right afterward, I said, God, can we go on everybody's wedding? It's her birthday. I'm like, nope, we're not going. What are we doing? Do you guys realize all these people that bought merch from us? If our viewers don't watch the content, if our viewers don't purchase stuff they do for our customers, if it's not for them, we can't have a lot of stuff. So what are we doing? We made a list of all the people that bought from us. We were buying Tim and merch Memorial Day weekend. We bought it in Fort Lauderdale within a 30-mile radius. What do? We text them. And this is what the text said. If you didn't respond to the text, we were going to come to your house. The text was, this is Valentina's shipping department. We're wondering if you're home because we'd like to deliver the merch that you purchased in the next 15 to 30 minutes. Those who responded, we literally showed up. One lady is covering herself because she's only because our customers, all of these things are things we do because I don't like entitled people. I don't like entitled kids. And entitled kids are entitled because of the way they're raised. So let me get this straight. I want to be able to raise kids so one day I can be friends with these guys and I want them to be around me all the time. Do I want to be around entitled people? No. If they become like that, as a part of it is on me. I got to make sure that doesn't happen to them. A part of it is on you and I. Now watch this. Stats to validate this. Here's some stats that we got from Father Absence Crisis in America. You ready for these stats? Let's go through them. Poverty. 4 times greater risk of poverty without a father in the house. More likely to have behavioral problems. 2 times greater risk of infant mortality. More likely to go to prison. More likely to commit crime. 7 times more likely to be pregnant as teens. More likely to face abuse and neglect. More likely to use drugs and alcohol. 2 times more likely to suffer obesity. 2 times more likely to drop out of high school. You want me to continue? There's a bunch of stats like this here.
Hey, once you're in the casino, head straight for the restrooms and plant an explosive in one of the toilets. Trust me, okay? This is gonna be our distraction.
Runaway and homeless children. 63% of youth suicide. And across America in 2022, data shows that approximately 18.3 million kids who live without a father in the home, equaling 1 in every 4, live in a house without a father. So they can get away without saying, shut up, mom, because mom's going to try to hit them back or discipline them. Well, mom can't put it into place the same way that can. Sometimes we've seen some clips where mom comes out and puts the kid in his place, but it's different when father's there. If you're watching this, I got a lot of questions about parenting. I want to be able to ask somebody and say, am I doing this the right way or not? Do I put him in college or not? This is why we have the AFMANET. You have access to parents that will respond back to you because you're paying for the service, almost like a consultant. I need an answer on this. I got 4 people here for you to consider asking about parenting. One of them is Kim and Tom Ellsworth. They have 2 groups. The oldest one, baby, is going to rise. She's got a 4.6 GPA. How did you raise kids that have a 4.6 GPA? Their youngest is a 6th grader with a 5.06 GPA. And they know everything about school because they're going through it. Tom was a professor, all this stuff. Parents, you can ask them questions if you want to know things from us. Jen, we have 4 kids. We have a lot of challenges we go through with our kids. If you want to know what we do with our kids, you can also connect this as well. And there's plenty of other people in the category of parenting and education. They can ask them homeschooling, raising kids, boarding schools, all of that. Down with the AFMANET start connecting today. Now watch this. I can't give you more stats. I got plenty of it. Watch this one here right now. It says the large share of death must stay. Being a parent is an important aspect of who they are. I'm sitting with Bill Maher. He asked me a question. He says, why do you want too many kids? What's the purpose of living if you don't have kids? Like, I'm not in love with the human race, where I think, like, whoa, what we need is more of them. I said to him, what else is the point of life? What else am I living for? To be rich for what? To have the cars for what? To be famous for what?
No.
What is the point? There's a proverb that says there's 3 things every man should do. Have a son, plant a tree, write a book. Every single one of it is what? It outlives you. The whole purpose of life is to outlive you. That's a part of the legacy, but watch the percentage why it's here. The percent of parents who say being a parent is aspects of who they are as a person. Fathers, 24%, the most important thing. 61%, one of the most important things, which is 85% of the review. Mothers, 35% is the most important thing they've done in life being a mother, and it's 53%, one of the most important, that's 88%. See the beautiful part about having kids? I got 4 of them. I have 20 more. I absolutely love having kids. It's not easy, but it's one of the most rewarding things you'll ever do in your life. Let me continue. If you think about father-son or father-daughter relationship, again, I started off asking you a question saying, what would have happened if in front of your father you told your mother to shut up? What would happen? You either said, oh, my dad would whoop me. He would just put me in my face. And you said, I don't know, my father wasn't around. Both of them are validated by this point. But if you had a father and he was somebody that lived with you and you had a lot of experience with them, think about the moments when you're learning how to ride a bike, that moment. I can tell you where we were when Bill and Antigua learned how to ride a bike. We were at our Addison office being shown, this is private, and they're in the backyard, and I'm holding the bike. Tico goes, my oldest goes, 10 minutes later, Bill goes, and he's biking and screaming, and then he's like, oh, I got this. I got it going for 1 hour and a half in a parking lot. They're just riding a bike. Or the moment when your kids are swimming. This weekend, my youngest daughter, Brooklyn, we can't get them out of the pool. She just gets to jump in and jump in. The further I go, the more she wants to jump in, jump in, jump in. She's learning how to swim. What does it feel like when you're holding your kid when you swim? Or when you take your daughter on a date? Or when the father and son are fishing and you catch the fish for the first time? They ask the question, they say, what is your fondest memory of you and your father? They asked Lloyd, said, wrestling with my dad. Think about those memories with dad, you're wrestling, trying to beat your old man. Put him in a chokehold. Nowadays, when I'm having dinner, myself will come behind me and they'll be one of the jiu-jitsu stuff, and I'm like, guys, you're no longer 6 years old. I can no longer eat and you choke. You actually are choking me. Stop, right? Vinny is always being choked, and Vinny has to ask them, stop, you can't do this anymore. These are moments. These are things that boys need. Couple things to be thinking about before I wrap up. 5 points. Number 1, the impact of absence. We've covered it. Number 2, emotional and social development. Very important. Number 3, inflictive and academic success. Number 4, role modeling. And number 5, community impact. Let me give you one or two things about role modeling. So my oldest son is big into politics. He likes politics. My youngest son likes sports, but they're around a lot of people that have opinions. Brady will come over, Adam will come over. They're around the back Tim, and they'll watch live podcasts, and they hear people doing debates. And if I even catch them give a lazy opinion, well, such and such president is horrible. Tell me why. Because they stop. Why? So you can't talk like this. Why not? Because you're showing to the world that you don't know how to reason. You sound like everybody else who just has an opinion without any research being there. You can't say something like that. Now watch this. If you've ever read the book, Outwitting the Devil, a phenomenal book. I read this years ago. Brandon just reminded me of this. Napoleon Hill's 1938 nonfiction. Here describes a drifter as someone who accepts whatever life throws at them without protest or fight. Hill says that drifting without purpose is the first cause of failure. Listen, makes one word powerful. Careless expression of opinions can lead to drifting, which can then lead to hypnotic rhythm, which can prohibit accurate thinking. Keyword, careless expression of opinion. They give an opinion. Why'd you say that? Oh, because I said that. No, you can't say that as a David. You have to give me reasons.
Gotta have a reason why.
Then go research and come back and give me some real reasons why you believe what you do. Okay, I will.
Yep.
So then the debate part, where you now let them be lazy with their opinions. Most of Americans,
Yep.
are lazy with opinions.
Talking about,
At the beginning of time, like,
I don't have to explain. Yeah, explain, bitch. That's what you mean.
In the future, because we're challenging them to be tougher, or else kid goes to school, gives an opinion, well, that person believes in this. Based on what? No, that's not how life works. So anyway, if you right now grew up with a father, and if I was to ask you, who's the one person in your life that set a high level of standards, expectations, toughness, where you feel a little bit, that helped you become tougher in life and never let you give up or any of that stuff, you may say your mom, but a part of it of somebody you feel that kicked your ass is generally a father. Unfortunately, America, society, led by America, we're trying to make men be more like women, and we're trying to make women
be more like men.
we just have men become men and women become women. And
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you.
If you need to do something big in your life and you're tough, odds are a very strong role model, a father had a big role and you become a leader. If you got value out of this video, give it a thumbs up, subscribe to the channel. And by the way, if you want to know which immigrant community that comes to America makes the most money, you know who it is? It's Indian families. Why is that? I did a video on it. Fascinating on how they raise their kids if you've never seen it.